long as I can remember, I've been going to children's hospitals, going in for annual checkups or just to get poked and prodded for any tests that they deem necessary. I've had 2 open heart surgeries there, and I've received 2 pacemakers at Children's Hospital. I am not a survivor. I hate the word survivor. I am a fighter. And everyone out there just like me is also a fighter. From age 6 to 18, I was pretty normal, other than the fact that I wasn't allowed to play hockey because my cardiologist wouldn't sign off on the physical that I needed. At age 14, I found paintball. Since that first time I played the game, I fell in love with it and actually ended up starting a business when I was 17. At 26 was when I got my second pacemaker. And it was at that time that my business was doing well and I wanted to give back to an organization that has done so much for me and my family that I'm able to give back. So I started this event called Challenge for Children's, and it's not a 5K and it's not a golf tournament. All right, those things, they're great for people that like that stuff, but Challenge for Children's is more than that. It is, you gotta be a fighter. It's not something you can just show up to. It's a paintball battle that seeks to immerse you in this intense, all day long adventure that will leave you dirty, tired, but with the satisfaction at the end of the day that you fought and you survived the test that is Challenge for Children's. So everyone asks, does paintball hurt? Absolutely. But as someone who's been shot thousands of times with a paintball, I can tell you what hurts more is being a 6-year-old kid going into the hospital and getting poked and prodded with 1,000 injections and IVs and all other sorts of tests. That hurts a lot worse than a paintball. So if you tell me that you can't come out and play because you're afraid of the pain, then I invite you to go to that hospital and tell those kids that you can't participate in an event like this because you're afraid of what a paintball is going to do to you. When there's a 5-year-old in the hospital somewhere right now getting poked and prodded and crying, all right? And half of them don't even cry. They get used to it. They suck it up. It's a blast, I promise. You'll have fun, plus your adrenaline's pumping through you. It's a really good time. In 2009, we hosted the first annual Challenge for Children's Paintball Big Game event. We had 195 players and we donated $12,000 from that day. The event's grown since then. In the last 4 years, the first 4 years of the event, we've managed to donate over $107,000 to children's hospitals and clinics of Minnesota. This year's event is going to be bigger and better than any before. With an anticipated 700 players that will be on hand, both teams we combine all of our fields together. We have 150 acres. So it's going to be 350 against 350. Each team with a Navy SEAL as their commander giving direction and orders. We have a live band, we have a beer garden, we have a kid zone going on with a bounce house, and there's going to be like a Splatmaster and laser tag games going on for those guys. Anybody can come out, you can hang out, you can watch. We have 2 Navy SEALs as our commanders, one of which is skydiving into the event. The event itself is super cool. It's really big. It keeps growing every year. We've got a ton of vendors this year. I think we've got over 15 vendors that will be on site promoting their products, giving away samples, stuff like that, and a ton of other surprises for this event. This is our flagship event as a company, and we love it. So I invite you to take this one-day challenge and learn something about yourself and fight. Fight for yourself. Fight for a family who's just beginning a journey that they have no idea what the outcome is going to be. Fight for a patient who has no clue what's happening to them. Fight for something bigger than yourself. Fight for the fighters who wish they could be here today with us on the battlefield but can't because they're stuck in a hospital bed somewhere wishing and hoping to get out of there.